I stand before you today representing a unique group, a group of past corn grower presidents. They actually fought the battle. They lived it before ethanol was cool. They're the ones that guided us to the policies that we are enjoying today, that I'm enjoying today. So as I'm one of the younger ones assembled in this group, I took that opportunity to sit back and listen to the history that these great leaders had to offer. So when they assembled in Des Moines, they wanted to share two things. First, their opposition to any change in the RFS. The second one, I think, was to give me a history lesson on really where we came from and how ethanol and renewable fuel policy started. They started talking about the 1970s, and I was 10 years old in the 1970s. So they were talking about the first ethanol plants. Their goal, 500,000 bushels of corn. 500,000 bushels of corn is what their goal of the group they wanted to use for ethanol. 500,000 bushels of corn is my farm and two of my neighbors today. That was the total amount of goal they had set in the late 70s. In 1994, it was 500 million bushels of corn. And of course, currently 5 billion. So you can see the dramatic change. When I started farming, it was 1985. We were at the heart of the farm crisis. I remember neighbors talking to my dad saying, "Why are you bringing boys into a farming operation at this time? This isn't right." And they were serious. I filled my car with gasohol, is what we called it. We thought it was trendy for a farm kid. You're actually going to put something that you're producing. And there were small scale plants, we were talking about, but they had no size. They were just beginning. We needed market access. We knew we could grow a crop. We knew we could grow a big crop. Even when I didn't know any better after I knew I could grow a big crop. So then we had 1990s and surge of technology, the technology surge in seed, in machinery. We started seeing large-scale ethanol plants being built. And also, I was bringing up a family of 2 daughters and a son, and they had no desire to come back to the farm. Not at all. And I was happy with that. They were happy to be where they were at, get an education, and move probably out of the state. And all of a sudden, in 2007, we had auto steer on our tractors. I had a son who had a girlfriend at the time, and I couldn't get him to stay out in the field more than a couple hours at a time. We got that auto steer, and he worked till midnight every night. And that started one thing, is he had a passion for agriculture, for corn production. So today, that son is finishing up his last year at Iowa State in Ag Systems Technology, and I hope that as we look at next generation fuels, that we can also look at the next generation farms. Mm-hmm. So in closing, our world has changed, and it's changed for the better. If we cut the RFS now, we reduce cellulosic ethanol development and its infrastructure. We reduce jobs for rural America. We risk losing the next generation of farmers. Thank you.